Baby, I just want you to understand just exactly how you make me feel. Ooh, yeah. I want to feel you next to me. Time after time, when I'm feeling low, something inside of me lets me know it's alright. Love's on my side. When the world seems a lonely place, I've got a dream that won't leave a trace of the blue. I just think of you. Baby, I know I got a real thing by my side. Someone who needs me, holding me tight, and these special feelings won't never end. 'Cause I knew from the start you put a move on my heart. Baby, I love like a melody playing for us in the sweetest key you could find. The music of life. And when we touch, there's the warmest glow, heating the passion that heaven knows is a dream. Just for you and me, and baby, I know I got a real thing for love. Someone who needs me and it fills me with pride. Baby, now and forever will never come. 'Cause you're the world to me. Oh, my heart. You're someone, baby. You're someone that needs the true love. And these special feelings, time can't erase. Baby, believe me, this is a dream and sugar. I knew from the start you put a move on me. Ooh, you went through to mine. You got through to my heart. Oh, you and I were meant to be. Hold me, baby. Let me tell you every time. Hold me, baby. And don't let go. You and I were meant to be. I want you to touch me right. I wanna feel you in my arms, babe. Oh, baby. Oh, and you know when I love when you love me. Come closer. I wanna feel your body first against
All right. Hello. Happy Saturday, guys. So I am here prior to the new moon to alert you guys to get prepared for the ritual. I've already bought 6 candles. I just need 10 more. And that's only because they didn't have all of the candles that I needed at the store. But in preparance or in preparation for it, I'm making a list of a very long piece of partition paper or petition paper. And I've kind of folded it up like a scroll. And you want to make a list. In particular, these are going to be for those of you that have suffered from generational curses started by your ignorant parents. You notice how for some reason you attract the very same men that you hate? Well, it's not that you're attracting them. They're being sent by certain people. And just looking at my own story, my father broke my mother's heart and told her that white women were better than black women. This was years ago, and she's held on to that, and she believed it, and she even became so sick over it that she's set up these certain men to do the same thing. So you guys have actually seen it in social media where it doesn't matter if it's a skank, if it's a child abuser, if it's a prostitute, if it's somebody that is more out of shape than me, these men will do that. They will say, oh, well, this person is better than you. And see, that is because that person has had a conversation with my mother. And often when you have a narky parent, they will send people into your life because they want you to give up on love. And I know a lot of y'all have given up on love. But let me tell you something. You can't change these men that they've sent. These men that they have sent had a specific intent when they first came into your life. They either meet them in the church and they say, hey, I've got a daughter that I need to destroy. And I want you, they'll give them a script even. So I don't know about you guys, but at the top of my list, because I'm making a full list, and then my petition or our petition will be written on the other side. But we're going to flip the page over. We're going to start making out a list. And the first thing that we are going to put on that list is that the man will have zero connection with my mother or father, and no one that I know will know him, because they'll try to trick your mind and make you think, well, we know everybody. You don't know everybody. And I knew that going into the situation, and I think that spirit needed to give me confirmation, which is why I had that experience. So anybody that your mother knows, you can't change them. Quit trying to make miracles happen, because these people are either paid to do that to you, or either, and so I'm going to get into the rest of the list, but that's at the top of my list. Okay, hold on. No one that knows my family, aka the Borg, okay, or any of my old fake agent friends, okay? So that's the first thing you guys are going to need to do. Okay. If you are involved with a narc family, or either some of y'all are owned by corporations and you don't even know it. But then again, your narky family, they are the corporation. Because I realized that today, y'all, I swear to God. The next thing is that he has got to have a banging body. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Now, I've had 4 children and I look pretty good for having 4 children. But a man that literally has destroyed his body, he's going to have the audacity to try to make you feel worse about yours. So, you know, that's not me being narcissistic or anything. It's just that if more than likely, if a man has taken care of their own body, they're going to encourage you to take care of yours. And they're not going to, you know, they won't have any need for that. So he has to have a banging, strong body. Okay. Because see, he's supposed to be leading, right? Because guys, I got to show y'all a funny picture. I got to show y'all a funny picture. This man literally tried to degrade the way my body looks. But this is exactly what this dude's body looks like. And I'm not joking with you. I'm going to show you. I actually shared it on my Facebook, y'all. It's hilarious. Guys, I swear to you, you know, narcissistic people, you can't take them seriously because they are always delusional. But this is what I want to show y'all. By the way, if you haven't added me on Facebook yet, make sure that you add me on Facebook. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all. This is what I don't want. This is what the last dude that I dated, this is literally what his body looks like right there. See this man right here? That's exactly what his body looks like from the waist down and the waist up. And he had the audacity to talk crazy about my body. So the reason why is because it's basic psychology, right? A man that don't have it for himself is going to try to degrade. I swear to God, guys, when he sent that stuff to me, I just thought back at the image that I got when he was putting his pants on and his butt was literally straight up and down. And this is the reason why he tries to degrade me. So if you have like slight imperfections to your body, a real man is going to say, hey, let's go jogging. Let's go walking. Let's, you know, do some squats with me. Okay. Because that's all it requires. But, you know, literally. So he got to have a banging body. He cannot be somebody that has a worse body than me, trying to say that another woman with a worse body than mine is bad. So men like that, you just got to cut them out. And I observed a man like that last night, and he gets it. He gets it. He gets it because he kept talking about me, wouldn't shut up about me. And I had to let him know it's over, hon. It's over. First of all, you're not only physically flawed, but you're mentally and spiritually flawed. So you got to have a nice body. He has to have a strong mind. Okay, that's the next on the list. He has to have a strong mind. Okay. He has to have a kind heart. Okay. He has to have a cute face. Okay, what I consider to be cute, because everybody's cute is different. Everybody's going to say what, you know, people have a different perception of what attractive is. So he has to have a cute face. He has to make Because a man that's very unattractive, he's going to try to make you feel unattractive. Okay? He has to make at least 150,000 per year. Okay? Okay? That's the next thing. He has to make at least 150,000 per year. Because a man that makes some money, a man that has his own is not going to feel the need to talk about what you make. He's not going to be in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? In fact, if he makes that amount of money, when you get pregnant, he'll be able to support the baby, right? Right. What's the next thing? He has to have morals, values, etiquette, and ethics. He will not be attracted to children. Okay. Okay. So he will not be attracted to children or be a pedophile. That should have been at the top of the list, but you know, that whole pedophilia thing is actually a lower part of the population than y'all think. What else can we put on there, y'all? Oh, he has to like children, though. He has to like children. And somebody liking children is not somebody that likes to, you know, molest children, but somebody that likes children. And he has to want children. Okay. Oh, he cannot be gay or bisexual. Okay. And he won't enjoy seeing two women together. That's disgusting to me now. I think that a lot of these men that talk that way, when they look back, well, some of them won't because some of them are too old. But some of them that are younger, they'll look back and they'll hear themselves saying that they want to see two women together. But once they have lived a little bit, once they have lived and grown up and matured, they're not going to want that. They'll see the error to that. What's the next thing, y'all? I'm going to sit and think about it as I go along. Oh, he cannot be verbally abusive. He will not be verbally abusive. He will not keep toxic people around him. Toxic people, toxic friends, toxic family members. Okay. He will have an 8.5-inch penis. I don't need nothing less or nothing more than that. Okay. 8.5 inches. I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. In fact, let me double check it. Okay. Yeah, you got to be specific like that. Okay. Let me see what we got here. I think I'm calculating it correctly. Let me look at some images. I can't show them to y'all. Oh yeah, yeah. 8.5 inches is good. That would be a good size. He will be passionate and emotional in bed. Okay. Oh, another big deal is that he can't swirl. No, thank you. You know, no offense to any other races of people, but 9 times out of 10, if somebody is swirling, they must have a mental issue. And they prove it every single day because the same standards that they hold for these other races, they don't hold for you. So, for example, a big thing that a lot of Black women have talked about is how a Black man is more willing to accept a 3, 4, or 500 pound white woman. But as a Black woman, you can't be just a little bit overweight. They expect for you to be perfect. Okay. So I just, yeah, no. Oh, he can't be religious. No, thank you. He will not be religious at all, but spiritual at all, but spiritual. And he will share the same spiritual beliefs as me. Okay. Look at that, guys. I have a huge list. Let me show y'all. Look at this big old long list. Okay. What's another thing? He has to be positive, motivational. He has to be focused on the positive and be motivational. Okay. I also want him to be able to fight. Like, I want him to be able to physically fight, but not somebody that's like aggressive, but just somebody that knows like martial arts or jujitsu or boxing or something. I want him to be able to physically whoop somebody's ass and not mine. Because a lot of these men are punks and they quick to fight a woman, but they can't fight no other man. They just turn into a bitch when it comes to another man. Okay. So on the other side of the petition, he has to have the ability to love. He has to be able to love, trust, and respect me. Okay. So I've gotten most of the list down, but the rest of the petition is going to be on the other side. And I'm not necessarily writing that out all the way yet because I'm going to go with the spirit on what they want me to write as the petition. So if you guys want to know what this new love, new moon ritual is about, first of all, this is going to be a very powerful moon. And a lot of other people are going to be using this moon because it's going to be a new moon in Gemini. And what that means, you know what? Let me make sure. Hold on, because I think I read it right. Ah, damn, it's going to be a moon in Taurus. That's even better though. It's actually going to be in Taurus and it's going to turn into Gemini the next day on the 6th. So in some places it will actually be in Gemini, but it's actually going to be a new moon in Taurus. But this is still going to be a crossroads because we're at a new moon and we are blowing out the old and bringing in the new winds of change in our lives, okay? Let me show you guys on the website where you can get in on this ritual. Now, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I will not come back to YouTube and tell anybody, hey, I met him. That ain't going to happen. Probably not for another 10 years is when you'll find out about the new love in my life. So YouTube, for some reason, these people that are on YouTube, they think, well, if you don't come and tell YouTube it don't exist, so we're just going to assume. Well, they can assume all they want. Okay, so I'm not going to be coming back and announcing this new man in my life. I'm not going to do it. Okay, and we need him to come in. We want the new men to come in immediately. We don't want to wait no 6 months. We don't need to wait. We ready now. And that last little stunt that got pulled by the board don't mean nothing, because they expect for you to sit around and be hurt and all that stuff. It's like, do you not remember when y'all did this before, when you hired an agent? And remember how I was upset about it, but now I'm too freaking wise to be upset. So I think after this last situation, they wanted me to just be broken. You know, oh, I'm going to never love again. Da, 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 da. Well, like I told y'all, at least the last 2 to 3 lovers that have came into your lives, they are just agents. And what those agents were sent into your life to do was to destroy you as a person and to destroy your ability to love. And you can't let them do that, because I see people all the time and y'all fall for it. Y'all be going around the internet talking about ain't nobody out there. Ain't no love out there. Everybody crazy. That's what they want you to believe, while they've limited you to these 20 to 50 people. I think there's literally like maybe 50 to 75 people in their group. Half of them know that they're full of crap, and they only watch them because they want a thumbs down they stuff and work against them. The other half are delusional parasites who think they doing something. And then they'll say, but we all a part of the establishment. Yeah, but I can see you though. So that's why that is the reason why I did those readings, guys. And today I got all bases covered. We're going to have a new moon, new love reading that is going to be done. Who is going to come into your life? And those are going to be going up today. Those will start floating up today. Okay. Stop tripping off of your ex for 6 months to a year to 5 years to 10 years. I have done that, and it is witchcraft. And especially, let me tell you something to you women that are in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. That's when you ripe. When you in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, the Borg will tell you, you old. No, baby, that's when you are at your ripest for the picking. And they know it, because they'll sit and feed off of you. But they ain't been able to feed off of me. It was hilarious, y'all. And you know what? I think the reason why I went through that process is just so I could come and minister, y'all. Oh, yeah. That's who they're selling you out to be honest with you. That's why I said my soul belongs to me. And they hate that. They absolutely hate it. I mean, I swear to God, they hate me for putting up this hangout. Oh, yeah, you will get bad luck from that. It's all bad luck. Because, see, your parents are bitter, and they were a part of that establishment from the beginning. They raised you to either be lesbian, gay, bisexual. They raised you to possibly not even know your correct gender. So they literally, our parents were a part of that. They failed us miserably. A lot of the parents that, of a lot of you that are in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, why do y'all think they were so animated? Why do you think that they had scripts? Those scripts were given to them by the corporation. They were given individual scripts, how to raise a child to believe that they're not good enough, how to raise a child to be gay, how to raise a child to be lesbian, how to raise a child to be confused, how to raise a child to be narcissistic. And when they realize that they can't do that to you, they get very upset and they will continue to try. And what we're going to do is we're going to defy all of those odds and see what will end up happening is probably your parents are going to die because they sold their souls for it. And a lot of them ready to die, but they scared because they know they did wrong. And they know that all those years when we was looking at them in their eyes, that we knew they was full of crap. They sold us out probably for disability, which disability does not pay the bills, does it? So it's just the reality of it. They hate it. They hate it when we know the truth. They hate it when we are defying all of their wishes and wants for us, which is for us to not have love in our life and for our love chakra and our heart chakra to die. But you can't allow them to do that. Please believe a generational hex can start with your parents. It doesn't have to be your grandparents. It can just be your parents. Now, if you guys have a badass generational hex on you to where everybody is sort of following along with that script, everybody is flipping out, then you got to get that removed, because I actually did my follow-up and I'm going to do another follow-up. Hey, get down from there now. I'm going to do another follow-up ritual and I'm not going to tell people when I'm going to do it, because they're always watching and looking and listening. Okay. So when you get love in your life that loves you, that lover is going to protect you from what they are trying to do, which is what I told y'all to be their sacrifice. And you know what? They're not very smart. The last people that did their little thing to me, they were like, we're going to make her kill herself. Well, you can see that I'm still here, huh? And you know what? Joke's on them. Yeah, Felicia, I already know about mothers that do that. I already know. Trust me. And I can tell you that it's your mother. In fact, like I told you, this is why they did a setup. And see, none of these men were actually loves in my life. They weren't. None of them were. They all did the same script. Either a white woman or a Latino woman is better than you. Well, that's made up. What are the odds of two different men saying that? That is called a setup. That is called something fake, a facade. So you can recognize it. And why would you be hurt over something that's fake and made up? Right. Oh, wow. I can imagine. I can just about imagine. A lot of them, you know why they want you under that system is because they want you under the control of the government. That's the reason. And you have every right to not live that way. That's just like I just recently got approved for a mortgage. They hate that. They hate that. Because once I buy my home or my condo, it's over completely. But it's over now. But the whole point is that, you know, it's all been a setup. Your whole life has been a setup. Take your life back from them. Trust me. I'm telling y'all what I know for sure about these people. Everything that you suspected that they said you were paranoid about, you were absolutely correctamundo about it. Everything they did. In fact, you know what, with this whole rape thing and drugging and raping, They'll drug you and rape you. It's a lot of, let me tell y'all something. It's parents out there that are on dope and they'll drug you and let somebody rape you. I've actually experienced that before. So back when I was in Kansas City and I stated that I suspected, well, there was no suspicion. I would wake up with body fluids. There would be body fluids. So I think it may have been my ex, but what my mother would do was she would allow my ex to come in on me at night and have his way with me. And that was her way of him having me with not actually having to be with me. And a man that would go for that is not the man for me. We can't fix that, honey. We can't never fix that. That ain't gonna never be fixed. That's gonna always be broken. But you don't have to be broken. You don't have to be broken. It sucks that we chose the parents that we got, but unfortunately during the 60s and 70s and 80s, a lot of our parents got taken down with that crack cocaine stuff. So it kind of changed the game a little bit to the point where they were willing to sell our bodies for dope money. And if you continue to deal with these men that are associated with your mother, because your mama don't know everybody. She's not some supernatural being that knows everybody. She don't know everybody. She only knows you, or she thinks that she knows you. Because my mother thought I was just going to be utterly destroyed by all of this stuff that they've been doing for the past 5 years, and they did nothing. I knew about it already. I knew about the game because they had played it before with other people in Kansas City. I kept telling these men that, and they didn't want to listen. And I kept telling them that. And then it's like, well, then you just going to continue to be cursed. Absolutely, Felicia. Don't let them take away your future. Don't let them take away your life. Okay. And my mother has always had a complex against me because she's always felt that I was prettier than her because she had a car accident. And so that's why there's a couple of men in social media that keep trying to skew my perception of myself, trying to make it seem like I'm just so ugly. And it's a false, it's a facade, y'all, I'm telling you. So before you go to the website, stop focusing on these losers. Focus on what you want and what you will not accept in a man. And if I don't give you enough room, then you can just write me a long email. Okay, but still put your intent here. And if you have a long laundry list like me, then, you know, and you guys need to sign up for this prior to May the 5th. It's actually May the 5th, not May the 4th, but that's going to be the last day. The ritual is actually going to be somewhere between May the 4th and May the 5th. We're not going to say exactly when it's going to happen because surely enough, they'll be over there doing their rituals to try to stop it because they want you to be either their sacrifice or either a sacrifice for the church. Okay? And you know what, Felicia? Let me tell you something. At least your mother is honest. Because my mother lied to me. And as soon as I would try to do anything to better or further my life, she would flip out on me. So at least your mother has been honest with you. My mother wasn't honest with me. My mother pretended that she was on my side and she would give me all this inspiration, but she was always double-sided, her and my father. Okay? So I don't talk to either one of my parents, and that's rightfully so. You know, it's like, no, there's no relationship, hon, at all. And no, I don't believe that you love me. You don't have to be validated by your parents either, because some of y'all don't have good parents. They kept you alive just so that you could be a breathing and living sacrifice for them. Okay? And that's the truth. So this ritual will definitely help you. If you have a generational hex on you, though, you want to contact me to consult with me about that. Okay, is what you want to do, because they work hard. They do. They work hard. This is the reason why my son always gets very loud when I'm live, because they think that, you know, oh, people don't like to hear kids in the background. They got this thing about that. Well, everybody knows that I have kids and they'll always be in the background. And it's not that big of a deal. To normal people, like, for example, to me, it doesn't bother me, but there's somebody watching to me, oh God, her kid is loud in the background. Oh God, I don't like kids. If I hear a man say he don't like kids, I don't want to date you. If I get a man that I hear says that, you know, I don't want you to be fertile, or I want you to be dried up and old, and it's like, well, are you not looking at me? Do I look dried up and old? No, I don't. So it's a game that they're playing, and it's so funny. I was actually having an entire conversation with the demon this morning. It was funny. I wish I could post this somewhere to show people the exact stupidity of these people. And you know what? I'm going to talk about narcissists in a little bit, and how to get over a narcissist is just to laugh at them, because they're like dumb children. Narcissistic people are like stupid children. Okay. And they know they are, because somebody else has told them that. And it made them, instead of them realizing the truth, it made them behave even more like a lost child. And you know, I don't even think narcissistic people should be allowed to be together. If you're a toxic person, you should just be alone. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. My father told my mother years ago, probably about 15 or 16. No, I want to say maybe over 20 years ago was when my father told my mother that. And she came to me and she told me that. And I kept wondering, why did she come and tell me that? And then all of a sudden it began to manifest within these people that the both of them are very well acquainted with. And I was like, really? Really? I'm supposed to sit up there and fall for that? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to figure out that I don't care. Because you really, it's like they'll tell you the most unbelievable thing. Like, for example, I think they tried to say that I look like The Mask. Do y'all know what The Mask looks like? Let me show y'all what The Mask looks like. This is how you can tell that these people are the most ridiculous people that you've ever seen in your life. This is what The Mask looks like. The dude from The Mask. This is what they tried to convince me that I look like, or that I was just ugly. Oh, you just ugly. You just ugly. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what he looks like. This is what they tried to convince me, these stupid idiot narcissists. Let me show y'all. Now, I'm not saying it's anything wrong with what this person looks like, but honey, I don't look like that. But they tried to convince me that I look like this. What else can you do but laugh at these idiotic people? Now, does that even resemble me a little bit? No. Do I need people to tell me that? No. But see, that is what a narc will try to do. They'll try to change your perception of self. But it's like, wait a minute, honey. I can just go look in the mirror and I can see myself. And so then they try to make you see yourself in a different way. Well, honey, I already know that I'm pretty. I just need to get rid of you out of my life. You see what I'm saying? So it's so weird how ridiculous they are, y'all. And I'm making my list and checking it twice. Hello. That's what I'm saying, Felicia. And then when you tell them, you say, well, I know that I'm pretty. What are you talking about? Why would, like, I wouldn't even, and then it's like, then they'll say, oh, you're conceited and narcissistic. Why? Because I know that I don't look like The Mask. Or I know that I don't look like this person. Thank you, Blessed Gal, Missouri. Thank you. And you know what? You guys are beautiful as well. I knew it was a lie when they said it to me. But there are a lot of people that are very immature in their mind. And if somebody says that they look like something, they'll believe it. They'll absolutely believe it. That's why this one guy that they call a monkey, he believes that he looks like a monkey, so he acts like a monkey. Oh my God, yes, that water is so good. So make sure, ladies, that you make out your list. Men can participate in this as well. Okay, y'all can participate in this also. Okay, make your list, check it twice, make sure you got it together. I'm gonna keep mine rolled up like a scroll. Let me get this rolled back up because I'm not quite ready to write my petition yet. I had one of the agents try to contact me last night. I told him not interested. Keep it moving, buddy. Okay. It looked like a big old long blunt. I don't smoke blunts though, y'all. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, man, I'm really excited about this ritual coming up, y'all. And it's going to be extremely, extremely exciting. And I'm going to go ahead and go so that I can get you guys' readings done for you. Okay. If you guys need to reach me for any other reason, you don't have to have a consultation to participate in this ritual. But if you guys need to reach me for any other reason, the link to my website is below. It's y'all, I've been laughing all morning. You know, I think that a lot of people they'll like text message narcs just to get a good laugh. I couldn't believe it. Especially when he said it was something wrong with my body and his butt goes straight down to the floor, literally flat as a pancake and straight down to the floor. And then the belly comes out at the top with the muffin top. And then he's got a big belly. So that's why I got to have a man that has a nice body. Men that have a nice body, first of all, they're better in bed. They're healthier. A woman can have fat on her stomach from where she's had babies. More than likely, a man with a nice body is not going to be insecure enough to say that. And it's so funny. But y'all, I've been laughing about it all morning. I swear to God. Turn your tears into laughter. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. So I'll see y'all later. Love, light, peace, and blessings.